It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got Breece Hall. He's a 1,200-yard rusher this season. It's the Jets and the Dolphins under the lights on Sunday night.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday. So it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season.
The final time in the regular season. It's Week 18, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. This one high over the middle, but complete. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. They will run it over center with Hall. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They'll go again with Hall. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. That one taken in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most. Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
In motion, it's Waddle. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Man in motion here is Washington. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This will be from 56 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. A give. Here's Hall. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time. and it leads to big gains like this.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He's got it at the 7, and he will score. Garrett Wilson, touchdown, New York. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Hill brought in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Tunga Vailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Man in motion here is Washington. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They'll toss it here to Achane. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the 1st down.
Tua going to give it to Achane. Ho-ho! A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Tua. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
In motion, it's Waddle. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
On the handoff, this is Achane. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Tony Adams there on the stop. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. In motion, it's Waddle. Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Rodgers now. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Conklin goes in motion. He'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 2 and gained 6.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up first.
And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And he has been a big play guy all season. Currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. First and 10. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's second and 6. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Once again, it's Achane. Ooh. Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. A run out of the gun with Achane. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, and it'll go down as a loss of 2.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins are back within 5.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Jets offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
Another run here with Hall. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
At the Dolphins' 42-yard line.
The master of play action, Rodgers. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. A throw left side taken in by Corley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. He runs with it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
First down for Aaron. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Rodgers going up top again. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, New York.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Man in motion here is Washington. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Ray McLeod, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jared Goff, terrific in the air with over 400 passing yards there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. These 2 teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught by Smith on the right side. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Miami.
It's a gain of 17
Whatever
yards.
they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Waddle. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Hill brought in motion. To throw is Tua. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Jets take over.
So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
He'll go again with Hall. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rodgers. A pass caught right side by Conklin. 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They will run it over center with Hall. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. This one caught by Lazard. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for the Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A run here with Hall. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
And he gets this up close to the 40. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing, Rodgers. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Give up the middle with Hall. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now with Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Tua going to throw. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know, the reality is a lot of times bubble screens are just added on to a traditional run. And you're saying to the quarterback, don't hand the ball off if you don't think it's a good look. But what you're not counting for is that he decides to throw it out to the bubble and you end up losing yardage.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Third and long. Now it's Tua. He'll get this out to his running back. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on first and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, second and a yard. Rodgers now. Throw across his body is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Jets.
A give. Here's Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Rodgers to throw. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Now Rodgers. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On the give, it's Hall. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And they are still searching for that first touchdown of the game. Greg, this defense that they're going against has been like a brick wall.
And especially this front seven. And listen, Mike, we all know this is a passing league. But what you want to do is you want to at least be unpredictable on offense, meaning you want to be in what they call 50-50 downs. I got an equal opportunity to both run or pass based on the down and distance. When you have nothing to show for on 1st and 2nd down on the ground, you find yourself in must-pass scenarios, and you're playing right into the hands of the defense.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. Third and a yard. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
Still 3rd down.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, Mike, this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they can find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, He ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Jets offense and receiver Garrett Wilson getting set for their next drive. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They give to Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yards, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Tua. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Off play action, it's Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Now Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll drop to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tua now on 3rd down. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. That one caught by Smith. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. This one complete to Washington.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. And he finds Tyreek. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Man in motion here is Washington. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Jets offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Thomas Morstead in punt formation for the Jets.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.